Alrighty, so getting this thing started over into here. Fine, after a bit, though, we're gonna get your boy up in here. Though everything should be working out fine. Your fusee over here. Yes, I say that. We'll get the Mac. No. The fucking anarchist. So I forgot we got anarchist. We got Mr. Mac over in here though. Would be interesting if like a Mach-No-S path was in mod. At least in my opinion, though. The only one I've really seen is Kaiser Reduct over here. That's very like very different interpretation. Get the usuals. Out of and about here. We don't got any plane because of course we don't. Get that detect the. I don't need this one. We'll get the instruction speed later. No. We are going to. If I remember correctly, I think I remember how to get your boy El Stelino. Wait. I think I remember him. Yeah, you have to get out of the new guy. So if you have been, I can't remember how you pronounce that name. Sevyavin, you have to get him up in here. Let's see. See, I'm gonna pop out over here. Yeah, we're a bit of a slow start over here because we're just, getting things all started out over here. Get things all sorted. Anyway, we live in a society, so additional focuses, which is why if you're wondering why there's only the one, it's because those are the whole loading focuses whenever you do the thing. Anyway, a nation, the west of the east, feasts on institutions and filled with national pride, but after the feast of stagnation comes the famine of change. Le famine of change. It's been one hell of a change, let me tell you, over here, because we gotta do things over here. Actually, I'll read all of these over here because we're not gonna be doing your boy, but I might as well at least read all of these over here for it to play because it's new stuff and all that. Whatever we do as a self-declared stuff over here, we're going to read the things relating to the path that we're doing. In the red print. The best restaurant, the T-Fleet welcome a group of high-ranking party bureaucrats despite mad counting insisting on revolutionary asceticism. Many couldn't just spending their time with the fine food and wine. Among the group is Dmitry Mirsky, an original if controversial figure. As a former white guard officer, still clinging to some nationalist idea, the hard left of the party mistrusted him. Others thought he was a visionary who achieved a historical synthesis of thought. He found many followers captivated by the vision of a universal empire, building and directing life, spreading infinitely in time and space. The man who was assorted these green ideas was often described as unremarkable. Although man had been known for his kindness and love of beauty, students stark contrast to the Bolshevik thugs that were his allies. Definitely is a stark contrast. Talks around the table faint science. Mirsky was Katosh. He began a speech. Comrades, my friends, as the day of the election draws closer, it becomes clear that our revolution needs a change. That we will stabilize a new direction has to guide us to our future. For there are yet many tasks to achieve before us. With respect to Comrade Mayakovsky, this year will be the break of our policy, unconditional support, and declare my own candidacy for the post of the chairman. With the occasion, I raise a toast. Long with the revolution, long with the motherland, long with Eurasia. Indeed. Definitely gonna be doing version 2 some stuff over here. I don't know which one I want to do version 2 first. But yeah, I would like to do other stuff involving Kavkaz over here because they're like the very interesting stuff over here. Also, they do Eurasia. Oh yeah, Len dead over here. German events are finally popping up after last time over here. I might have said this already, but Germany, like you only get this event if you're playing as Germany over here, but they might have to fix it over here. More readily to rest, indeed. The red. Le Visionnaire. Vladimir Kalinikov, though he was one of the most famous men of Kavkaz, couldn't have amassed his own apartment. He was friendly searching for a lost key in his flat. He was acted somewhere, he was sure of it. But the organized case of an apartment could be anywhere. Organized might be generous. About 30 minutes into the search, Kalinikov caught a glimpse of the morning newspaper. Dmitry Mirsky announced the candidacy for president, for chairman, sorry. Well, technically, but this is revolutionary, so it's chairman. Upon seeing his headline, the was struck by a bout of electricity. A euphoric mania drowned his spirit. He realized with increasing serenity he had been looking for. He knew what he needed to be. He phoned for David Buralik with haste. Emphatic speech told his friend, I have a new work and I need your help to publish it. Kavkaz will be my work. The Kavkaz shall be the work of many. Of the many and the one and the whatever we're doing over here. Evidently, oh yeah, in Assyria. I forgot what you Assyria. You got a whole fucking new tree over here that I might actually do one palm over here. So we're doing this one over here. Yeah, one of these two. Don't know which one I want to do yet. There's the captain of the state. Mayakovsky walked to his office, chewing on every person's cigarette in his mouth. Little hulk of papers. He hated this like nothing else. If he could be ordered to burn up bureaucracy this day. Many doubts on this man who was who to the pole was a steel giant of the revolution. Sometimes he wanted to retire for the love of God. He was over 40. It's not fitting for a gleaming futurist state. If he knew gray hair on his head terrified him. He quietly wished for a heroic death in battlefield that could free him from the shame. But he also could, well, he might get what he wanted. But he also had responsibilities. The weight of the revolution laid heavily on his back. He knew that he had to carry it. Who will replace him? Mirsky? He has the right spirit, but he's too meek. Still spoiled by his aristocrat roots. He could make a good bureaucrat, but not a captain to lead his people into the fiery forge of battle. Dominikov, certainly some kind of genius, but the man can't even remember to wash himself. No, we don't need a schizophrenic madman ordering us around. Mayakovsky can do that too well. Every day he had to endure pain and to forge his will into hard iron. He won't turn his back like a coward. He fears revolution or die trying. Utopia. Or death. Death or dishonor. We shall see, won't we? Yeah, we can get the genius. Absolute genius. Get some of that army XP a wee bit. The man of the future. So you see, Comrade Sevieranen, while I'm certainly interested in backing the program of normalization, myself and others do have some, how do you say, reservation about some of your more eccentric tendencies, started with the Central Committee's chief clerk. Tragically, he retained that same weasel-like voice and obnoxious tone which ego is overly acquainted in the past weeks to sit down. With some assurance, but half the weasel tried to continue. Pausing, Igor lazily raised his hand to shove for a moment. I assure you, Igor replied bluntly, I want what's best for our society, comrade. Her futurism, her ego-futurism requires far more than what the Bolshevik party lines provide us so far. Worse than knowing that the weasel almost shivered in the seat upon hearing using the word pejoratively. You know it, and I know it. We'll not be sitting here. We'll never sitting there, Merlard hand in eye to eye with me if it were otherwise, comrade. He finished passionately with a flourish, angling his own glass of wine with a shaft of sunlight, coming into the window of his personal study. He looked away from his guest for a moment, observing how the light reflected through it nonchalantly. He took a few gulps, his guest flashing red after responding unkind. Stumbling over his own words, he attempted to continue listing his proposed concerned grievances with Sivyavin and his supporters. In truth, he wasn't entirely stupid to be somewhat worried, considering what the likes of Stalin and other communist highlights had to say about the king of poets. Derogatory was too weak to be an adjective to describe itself, a choice which caused word hurled his way behind closed doors. If half of what he had heard was true, Francophilic leech, make-believe aristocrat, to name some of the tamer ones. He laughed at the scowl, jealous and great saw them. He almost sighed into his glass, turning his back to face the inebriated guests. The coming elections is the chance to secure our place in the sun alongside France and Fume, at the beacon of the future. The League Solaire beckons us. If only we could free ourselves from Marxist orthodoxy. Indeed, futurism beyond and eating into the dogma of Marx. It's not a shame to believe so, comrade. What we need first of all is moderation. So slow down. You might change course entirely. Limited economic liberalization and relaxing cultural policy just beginning. I assure you, we have much to do, and I do mean we, Petrov. There are mutual friends know as well. He said with a smile, making a point, using the wheel's name as he gestured to him to get up. He didn't mean we at all, but Petrov certainly thought he did. That was all that mattered. Once he was finally done, alone, he returned to his seat, daydreamed the speeches he'd give as he sifted through. Then also come out of the rest of the drink. Enter your senseless commitment so close. Not this time. But next time. The next time. Take over. Oh yeah, I forgot the golden square. The whole golden square thing. Ceasefire. Then we got the Man of Steel. Ilsa saw inside wearily as he looked over the parade ground to the People's Revolutionary Army headquarters. He could see. It gave him a little comfort to see the troops going through their midday parade drills. The Revolution had seen better days. Even after all the brutal retreats from Russia, he had felt more confident. When Mayakovsky, he and the others had renewed the revolutionary struggle in his homeland, Georgia. It was full of life, directed and uncompromising. Now, 20 years on, you can feel the flame guttering, totally gnawed away by the shooting touch of reactionaries both without and within. The latter concerned him far more. The White Cross of Petrograd was bad enough, but it boiled his blood to know that there are those who wish to normalize the revolution in Kavkaz. Traitors. Damn those bloody Germans and the normalization he spat. Targeted nobody in particular. Unloyalty wasn't his course. It was they he blamed. The bastard Levy had infected the entire international movement with revisionism so far as he was concerned. Now there are even those in my country's own party wish for moderation. The sheer morbidity of the thought left stunned cold with anger. The effects were plain to see. They'll call Electric Puzilov the first one in the history of Kavkaz when my country facing the opposition. It came with too many risks, and it had taken Vladimir himself to calm solid anger when he had been informed. True enough, now a decent communists might win. Well, those moderates gets in or perish with thought that blood poured Igor Seryavinin. The moderates and other republics within Kavkaz seemed to flock to him like flies to a corpse. So many of the army had even fallen under his influence, those especially disliked the field marshal. Steps would have this would be taken in case of the worst happened. He managed to get Vladimir to agree with him on this very least. Should the results go too awry, it should be seen to accept the revolutionary for the army would intervene for the sake of preserving the revolution. The most loyal and politically devout officers that have been informed of this eventuality, and not a word has been said unless authorized by the field marshal himself. He cannot afford civil war. Any coup attempt would have to be certainly efficient, machine-like an execution. Turning away from the window, Stalin sat back in his armchair, retrieving the pipe from the resting place by his favorite ashtray, pushing a youth position in his mouth. He tried to try and calm his nerves by continuing the latest acquisition of a library. A new Russian translator of Shakespeare's Othello. Turning page after page, he found himself unable to relax from the frustration of it all. Gritting his teeth as if he was chewing gravel, his temper finally gave way. You cannot make a revolution with silk gloves. It does a... I think, Lenin, that's a quote from Lenin, actually, he said that. Because it did. I might be wrong about that, so correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong about it. Or is it how I click? Doing how I click things. A fateful day. Artak opinion had been 11 with the Russian group Kavkaz 50 years later. His views, which was an empty list of the Supreme Soviet report the doors of Congress, took a deep breath and entered. Upon entering, the first thing he did was hit with heat. Something about the energy these men, the ability made the middle of city frozen winter feel like the sun. Second thing about him was the sound. He would see like a million disparate groups of men and women on the road brawling inside the assembly over who would be the next chairman. Hard eyes from the 215 Mayakovsky upstarts, curving the region, bursting into the hearts and anarchist radicals, and who came covenant mats on shoulders. He could imagine about the company. As everyone settled down, the vote was taken, the vote began. Come Capitani. Capani. Sorry, Capitani. Mixing the two words up. Who do you cast your vote for? Sylvia Vinin and poetry. Look at that. The King of Poets reign. But we're not going to be doing this path, sadly. We had a little preview of things that come over here. Yeah, a little preview of things that come over here that are very gonna be something that we're gonna be doing over here. About Madagascar, that means the league doing the league things. And now I got Le Coup. He could barely hear the sergeant screaming his name from the ring of his ears. How did it come to this? A great revolution! One of the soldiers they stared upwards in the cloud. Vision burst from the fumes of smoke flashed of light buzzing behind his eyes. It was supposed to have been quick. German capturing Field Marshal Stunt called the armed protection of the proletariat revolution has been simple enough. True sense of the cause, the Red Army seizing the reins of powerful and procured reaction. All in order to bring that Francophilia-ridden dog Sylvain to justice before revolutionaries tried voting for subversion. On your fucking feet, Liv. Get up. Up, you bastard. Back to the barricade. The silent voice was cut short by a splattering sound of glass shattering. Paired with the war fuel igniting. The barked orders turned to a shield screaming animal pain. The sergeant's back erupted into an orange-red blaze. Panic drive back his wits. Better back. Sorry, I had to cough real quick. Panic driving his wits back into him. The left scrambled farther away from the hastily assembled street barricade. Several more petrol bullets flew overhead as the monsters caught to his feet, dousing some other poor bastards trying to hold the line against the counter-revolution seduced by the Iran poet. Go before his rifle, he dragged himself off to the feet just as the first of them began to make it over the top of the barricades. Racking the bolt, he sent a bolt straight through the head of a wide-eyed youth attempting to clamber his way through the live. As comrades, the sound of an injured war and cut through the end of combat. Next thing, the CDI car swooped into a hall, opening up a storm of machine gun fire from his turret that erased the enemy that tried to take over the barricade. He sincerely believed it when Mike Kavkaz emerged from it. Covered in dust, blood and sweat. Badass Kavkaz, goddamn. With a half a dozen future guards on his back. Forward! He's appeared, he screamed. The voice shuddering atmosphere, fear and uncertainty is just recently caused through the falter and the mission. They turned back, they charged. Galvanizing them before they surged forward like a hurricane up and over the barricades, cutting and shooting a path through the counter-revolutionaries that reeled at the resurgent charge. At the end of the street, the house of Soviets and Kavkaz, their pride, surrounded and fortified by the force of reaction. They charged again. Not one have stopped running, not even with cans fired. Their bravery has secured a favorite car. Mike Kavkaz escaped the revolution with his final breath. Indeed. Final breath of the revolution. I gotta do the whole thing first over here. So let's read that. Other than that, I'll read this whole description and all that. Before Commissar led the armies of the proletariat to do battle with the whites, before starting to Kavkaz from the bourgeois perversion city villain, before he took the range of the revolution, there was Koba, the bandit. Koba would travel the Caucasus, terrorizing reactionaries, stealing from the oppressive czar and extorting those who sought to put down the revolution. Koba was the instrument of terror for the Bolsheviks, a boogeyman for the Black Hundreds, and the golden goose of the proletariat. Elite pipe to breed and rob the forces that tried to control them. But Koba is no more. The lead pipe that was Koba had transformed to a powerful golden staff, leading the proletariat of Russia into the future. Like an alchemist, Bolsheviks transmuted the bandit that led that was Koba, into the golden leader that is Stalin. And like an alchemist, Bolshevism shall tread through the backwards conservative Russia to a golden state with a golden future. Long live Stalin, the alchemist of the proletariat. That's a badass title, by the way. The alchemist of the proletariat. That's a fucking title right there, god damn, boy. Anyways, should we do the description? Should we read the description of the audio over here? Because we did the other thing over here, I'm gonna make a save. It also says Stalin. The old goal of the Bolsheviks has made his position clear. Mayakovsky was an outsider they could work with, but the man who followed him, surely not. But who was the man at their head? Besides the native of Georgia, born Yosef Bezernis Zhukashvili. Sorry, I butchered that. Stalin's trajectory was originally the bright schoolboy who earned scholarship to a seminary school. Oh yeah, I think he started off. He wanted to be a priest. I can't remember. Yeah, Orthodox priest. I think it was that one. But he left that over there. As I said. But at some point, his attitude towards religion soured. Firstly, Marxist theory and a touch of Nietzsche. Through a clandestine book club, he would leave to join the local organization, rapidly on the ground to avoid arrest. In the early 1900s, the future saw him in the name for himself as social agitator, even escaping from Siberian prison before becoming an organizer of paramilitary during the Russo-Japanese War. Some of him faced attack on the black countries as well as the use of bank robberies to secure funds for operation. He developed a reputation as an extremely militant member of the cause, for better or worse. Perhaps more difficult for the man was the field of party politics. For a time, Stalin had a close relationship with Vladimir Lenin, which undoubtedly helped with his ascent to the Georgian branch of the RSDRP. Despite that, he would find himself at Bogdanov's side of the split of the Bolsheviks, even becoming the editor of the party newspaper on exile following the Tsar's assassination. During the Great War, however, Stalin was Siberian prison once more, even being split moralization like a combat due to childhood arm injury. Oh yeah, one of his, I can't remember which arm it was. It might have been, I think it was his right arm. Yeah, his right arm got stunted, and it was actually shorter than his left. I can't remember what caused that. Anyways, the outbreak of the Civil War allowed him to escape and link up with the party, and even take field command against the Tsar's forces. Like so many contemporaries, however, he was forced a long retreat to the Caucasus, where he was the highest-ranking Bolshevik remain, and key party to the writing of the Kavkaz Constitution. Seeing the benefit of maintaining communist influence in the army, Stalin followed a number of his comrades and stayed in the army, despite his self-criticism for their defeats in the Civil War. Now, following the ascendancy within the army, has issued videos surrounding guns. PB Stalin now has the floor, and the excess of the futurism has been dispensed once more. In its place, to devise a clarification of the party that line promulgated by Comrade Bogdanov. The time with feet firmly planted on the ground to work against capital invasion, to make the organic self-regulation part to see through, and Stalin will be its cultivator. Yeah. War gangsters. Might be fucking integralism. Except integralism is far like a little, it's like a religious thing. I'm more religious over here. This is very revolutionary communist thing over here. Over appears the thing over there. Or the chief of revolutionary communist stuff, the Kavkaz. I'm gonna be reading the red periods over here. There's gonna be a lot of reading. In the eyes of a European observer, communism and acceleration of our usually seen as eternal enemies, yet noticed by many reactionaries and moderate critics, there exists deep similarities between their doctrines. The bold impulse to completely reorder the world and bring forth a new mankind similarly is what lies at the roots of pietism, a movement that embraces both the socialist proletarian revolution and the avant-garde product of a new modernity. Pietism owes its name to a split between among the Russian Social Democrats between the Piet faction of Marx and Manov and the followers of Vladimir Lenin on the question of revision of Marx and certain its epistemological issues. You see that? While the former came to assert the dominance in the party, Lenin remaining information on the Second International and the Pietists had to pay a bit of price for the heresy. But enough officially denounced at the Ninth Congress of the International, pushing their Pietism even further than the march of the communist movement. Yet Lenin was not without critics. Many communists banded together in defense of Wagner, forming the Third International, a place for those too radical and unconventional for the doctrine of Orthodox Marxism. Yes, communists arguing with each other over doctrines. I need a better duo. Anyways, while the Third National doesn't enforce a clear theoretical line, the two ideas are usually defined by Peter's movements: the primacy of the struggle of humanity against nature over social struggles, and the pivotal role of culture. Though they create a radically Promethean vision of revolution, not only is the end of capital oppression, but also a transformative event of humanity itself. Unshakling the collective will from international struggle is not united to fight together for the glorious future. Socialism for the 20th century cannot stop at the promise of comfortable life for everyone, but should demand more: the abolition of death itself, the ending war against still matter, the collective realization of what was once thought to be a mysterious sorcery, and above all, socialism has a duty to achieve the ultimate destiny of mankind, to claim to start and spread life in the universe, to reach dominion over the whole cosmos. Are such dreams too bold for a harsh reality, or are the made-like communist mind and ideas belonging to the 19th century? No matter how dark things may seem for the war scarred humanity, if the Pietists continue to believe there is a wondrous future ready to be claimed brighter than anything that can be imagined. Indeed. There's a future out there for us all. It's gonna be the greatest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life, boy. It's gonna be beautiful. Just wait. Just wait, we gotta fucking blow this shit up over here. Actually, I'll do this over here so we can get that little American efficiency stuff. Now, American efficiency, on the other hand, is an antidote revolutionary manualism and fantastic scheme concocting. I definitely butchered those names. American efficiency is the endowment force that neither knows nor recognizes obstacles, for which its business-like perseverance pushes aside all obstacles. We can see that task once started until it's finished, even as the amount of task is without serious constructive work is inconceivable. The bourgeois fantasy within the ORK and K had become a scrumpy band of revisionists and they were sitting around dreaming of all the ways they would have followed revolution was achieved. But as the Manilovs dreamed, the masters became decrepit and hopeless. Find no reason to work in a society out. Hit the mouse. Society that rejects dairy emancipation. Luckily, communists look to America for the solution. Driving force behind the prosperous Americans need to on foot to march forward. Every worker and manager in America methodically towards, regardless of any obstacle, unyielding, unflinching, efficient, and dedicated to the goal. Oh, yeah, that's up. Talk about technocracy and Fordism. It's usually that. Yeah, Henry Ford's up. What's that Taylorism shit? I can't remember. I know Gastev is also inspired by that as well. I think Stalin's inspired more by Scott, while Gastev is more inspired by Taylor. Anyway, Communist also introduced his mindset to the proletariat of Russia, transforming the culture of today's production into the world machines. We shall move forward with a clock-fire efficiency unlike unseen anywhere else, even America. Yes. We go beyond the Americans. Oh yeah, Sergei Kirov, Stalin's close friend in real life, who to death basically. Death via assassination basically caused the purges to happen. He was actually a close friend of Stalin. And death still really screwed him up. considering that he's still alive by 36, and then considering the whole vastly different circumstances over here. Vastly different circumstances. Actually, with that over here, I'm gonna amp it off here. Basically, we're just gonna get this thing going for a whole lot of things. Get this thing started. Because need some more water actually, so I'll do that in between recordings of this. So I'll see you guys in the next video over here. We'll really get into more of the whole song, this timeline style, and whatever sorts of interesting things you got going off of here. So we shall see you then. Bye.